the type of planning, and before that, like organization structure, we have seen maintenance plant and maintenance planning plant. Associated with that means company code, okay, and plant also we have seen. So today, like, and overview of the master data. Today we'll go for the master data. Before that, first we have to complete our organization structure. Okay, I'll let you know like how our organization structure is. See here, we'll go for first location-based organizational unit. I guess like the cross modules, the FICO, their own organization structure will be there. For the material management, again, their own organization structure, again, PP module. The same way for the PM is concerned, the organization structure, yesterday we have seen this general organizational unit. It will be done for us. Okay, we are going to use that. We know like as a knowledge is concerned, like we have seen how we can create a company code and plant also with respect to the client. But here our job starts. Okay, in organization structure is concerned. First is location-based organizational unit, and another one is a planning-based organizational unit. And we are ready with maintenance plant, and we are ready with like maintenance planning plant also. So we can further create a structure. So let me go and create a first location. Yeah, you know the T code for the backend. Go for SPRO. Go for SAP reference IMG. For the location is concerned, again I'm referring enterprise structure. Over here, go for enterprise structure, definition, logistics general, and define location. This will be our path to define any location. Okay, go for this. What is this location? Okay, where there are 2 points. One is where your equipment is located, that is one location, and again where manpower is located. Okay, which area that location the manpower is working. 2 ways we can create. Okay, this here only we'll create it, but you can represent. Example, say it is related to the manpower. We are using it in example, say manpower, say work centers. That time we will refer this work center belongs to this location. Again, if we are using this location for any equipment or machines, okay, that time we will tell this equipment is installed in that particular location. Yeah. So see here we are creating with respect to plant. PLNT. PLNT means yesterday we have discussed maintenance plant. See if you press F1, here we'll come to know it is a plant. With respect to plant, I'm going to define an organization structure. So any plant, any code we can use. Since like we have maintained already, let me go for here after like I'll be using because 1710. Okay, it is like configured with respect to FICO and MM or like 1010 going forward. Okay, we will be using this case. Yeah, why I'm using 1710? Why can't I use like 1000, 2003 yesterday we created? Because that is not fully configured with respect to FICO and MM. So we are not the experts of that. So we will be using like already readily available in the server. In real time, already it will be created that you have to use it. Okay, so I will be creating location for this plant. Example, say 1710. Next, like I'll go for some, okay, this one only. See here, these are the locations. We can give any names. So let me go for the new entries. Go for 1710 for this plant. Any location. We'll use, say I'll take a reference of a power plant. So I'll mention it as a boiler. I can create another one also. Let me first save this. So again, when we are going for this location, again, it will ask the address. We can provide the address. Say like company, say like we are discussing like Reliance, right? RAPL, say some Jamnagar, some name, RIPL. Okay. You provide like country, then continue. This will be mandatory field. All the star mark will be there, whichever is mandatory field. See, we have created, we have saved under this customizing request, prompt under this customizing request, right? You can save under this also, or you can create new one. Okay, let me go for a new one today. So here, you provide any, always like better is any reference number, that's what like your ticket number or some other project reference number, okay, over here, and you can start. I'll provide like this, 124 hyphen define. Hereafter, I will be using this for all my master data. So I'll go for just master data, define master data. So save it. We're done. So you can come back again. It will see now only if I create another one, anyway it will be saved. Again, it does prompt under that only it will save. It doesn't ask me. But if I come back and again like I execute this, then this time again it will ask me. Okay, let me go for another one location. Go for 1710. Go for coal handling unit. Location in the sense you're considering as an area. Okay, it is not like individual. Look, I am not talking about individual equipment location. I have not reached that. Okay, it's an overall area. You can subdivide again your area. How you can subdivide that I will tell you. Go for 1710 again under that plant. Again, I'm creating some other area, say turbine. Okay, it's a larger point. Don't go for an means particular area subdivided. It's a larger perspective I'm talking about. Okay, one turbine area means it may consist of different equipments, some thousands of equipments. Okay, don't get confused. It's an area. Say you can say like turbine area. You can go for some. See here, I'll mention like this. Some 12 meter like this means at 12 meters some area will be there. At example, say like turbine. This 12-meter area consists of many components, many equipments, right? In real time, it's a complete area I'm talking about, one location. If it is a huge area, I want to subdivide. Like again, you can subdivide into turbine 1, 2, 3, or some other areas. Say like oil pump area. Again, you say lubrication pump area. Say condenser area. Like that, you can keep create. Okay, your locations. Go for again plant 1710. Next, like I'll go for some generator. So as of now, this much is sufficient. So I'll be yeah. See, if we don't fill any mandatory field, it will pop up. Okay, that is also a configuration settings. We will see during configuration setting session how we can. So come back. So this much is sufficient. So we have done one or in organization structure. We have created this. See, under maintenance plant 1710, we have created locations. We can create a number of locations. Okay, based on the requirement. We will deal, this is a separate master data. Okay, we will deal this later. Now I'll come back to my planning plant. Okay, under this I have to create a planner group. What is a planner group? So we will see. See, hereafter I will be using another one path, that is plant maintenance and customer service. More than like 90-95% we will be using this particular path hereafter. Okay, go for plant maintenance and customer service. In this, like we are dealing with master data. So I'm going for master data in plant maintenance and customer service. Then I'm dealing with technical objects. In this, I'm dealing with the general data. In this, like here, we'll go for define planner groups. We are defining a planner group with respect to what? With respect to maintenance planning plant. Okay. There is a huge difference between these two things. Why? Because we know type of planning, right? These planner groups can plan for other plants also, not only for this plant. So we are not defining planner groups with respect to maintenance plants. We are defining with respect to planning plant. The planning plant again can plan for other maintenance plants also. So let me go for define planner group. See, automatically we are defining a planning plant with respect to PLPL. Okay, PLNT means it's a maintenance plant. PLPL means it's a maintenance planning plant. Again, you can go for F1 and press C here, maintenance planning plant. So don't get confused. We are defining with respect to this. There are many. So we will define with respect to 1710. Since we have considered this, any number we can give. So we will start with some our own number. So I'll go for. So what is this? First of all, planner group. Who plan the activities, who plan and process the tasks. Activities in the sense in SAP, it is called tasks, maintenance tasks. Who plans and process the maintenance tasks. So let me go for the definition. Go for F1. See key that uniquely identifies a planner group. Then we will see what is planner group. A group of employees like responsible for planning and processing your tasks in a plant. Okay, this group of people. Means what name you can give. It's a 3-digit character, okay? Not more than that. You can give any numbers, and again, like separately, you can maintain what they represents. Okay, example, say I'll go with some 100, like this name. And you give a name actually, responsible person it should be. but no client like prefers this name actually of any technicians. They prefer maximum like roles or designation something. Okay, I'll go with say production. So I'll go with like this, maintenance planner. Okay, with any name, like different name you want to have, you can have our group again, maintenance planner MP01, like that also you can have. So I will create like another one. So this maintenance planner, this is like electrical, mechanical, yeah, like that also we can plan. So electrical planner, maintenance planner, or mechanical. Okay, this way we can create. Means this group of people who are responsible of planning like and processing your maintenance tasks in a plant. So let me save this. Again, it will prompt for your customizing request, and I am saving under the same request. So continue. So you want to save like what are the changes like you have done. Let me go for another window and you can check in that. Go for SE01, username, go for this customizing request, since you're dealing with a customizing request and it is still modifiable. Whatever the changes, you can save under this. Okay, again and again. So see here. Yesterday I used some other server, so don't worry about that. See here. Activity, you have done 2 activities. One is define location planner group. Under this, these are the one. Okay, 100, 101, 2, 3. All these planner groups you have created. Got it? Same way with the location. If you press this, it will take you to that particular path. Then what about your coding? Example, say like if I go for any program, right? Means, so I'll go for some randomly. Don't worry about these T codes and all. I'll consider some program. For everything, there will be a program in backend. So I'll consider one program and I'll go for like some display. Okay, like this, all these changes means this is a standard codes will be there. Then you customize it as per the client's requirement. That ABAPer will write his own code. Here you make certain changes or certain tables you make, like tables, and it will come in further classes. If you make any changes in that, then you save it. Then there will be a prompt for that. You're using, where it is, 1 second. Yeah, workbench request. Okay, here. All those changes are saved under workbench request. Our configuration changes, we didn't touch any code, right? Our configuration changes and all saved under customizing requests. Okay. So later you should not worry like why it is means under what request I have to save and all. You should take care. Yeah. Now we have done planner group also. Location, and we are ready with a planner group. So let me go for another one session. So here we will deal with another one like much organization structure. What we left with maintenance work centers, right? This is one of the master data yesterday we discussed. So let me go for work center. What is the T code to for the work center? Means before that, like I'll bit explain certain things. This is the first master data we are dealing. Nothing but an group of people or individual. Okay, nothing but an work center who are responsible for work. Okay. Then there is another one, group of missions. Okay, for us it is a group of people, means PM is concerned group of people. Again, work center also used by other modules. Okay, it's a cross-functional. Okay, say PP module. For PP module, it is a group of missions. We don't deal with the missions. Actually, we do the maintenance, but we don't deal with the missions. See, always we deal with the people. Right, missions and all taken care by, because it is an operational, taken care by production team, production planning. Okay, all the missions and all. Right, for the production planning, for them it is a group of missions. For us it is a group of people. Work center means. Okay, again for other modules, example say PS, also work center means group of people. For QM also a group of people. Okay, only for the PP it is group of missions. So how do you create all these things? Just like we created a planner group. Okay, for the planner group it is 3-digit character. Character length is 3-digit. Okay, or any like you can have that. Okay, next like we'll come over here for work center. It is an 8-digit character. Length is maximum is this much. Can we have 2, 3, 4? Yes, but maximum is 8. Then what are the T codes to create? T code to create is IR01, IR02 is for change, IR03 is for display. In SAP, it is transaction codes to create and change and display. How you can do it. But in, again, I said yesterday we were discussing there is an S4 HANA new product, then how you do it. Here also we can create, means what we are doing is we are dealing in currently like we are doing in GUI screen, means graphical user interface. Okay, what about the Fury? That is an UFI Fury applications. Okay, here it will be a tiles or apps. Okay, that we will call as app. Then here we cannot use this T code. We can use with respect to this IR01, we can search the tile, or again there is a new interface directly like you can search an application. Means how you have to write like here it will be like this, the tile name. With the tile name you have to search. This I will mention it as a tile name. Okay, 2 ways you can do. Through T code you can search in Fury apps, this interface. Okay, here like what we can do, here through T code we are doing it. And another way is SAP easy access, that is a path. Okay, now I will show you this first T code, IR01 work center. See, this particular screen has opened. I don't remember the T code normally. Then this is an easy access. Okay, then you go for logistics. In this, go for your, see, many modules are there. In that, like we'll go for plant maintenance. In that, okay, you're dealing with an technical objects, so go for management of technical objects. You go for environment. Okay, in this, like you go for work centers. Okay, in this, like again work center, here you'll find it. If you don't remember, you have to follow the path. Again, you forget this particular path also, you make it like favorites. Okay, add the favorite. Here it will come. Means especially like user. Anyway, user is not creating these work centers on daily basis. They'll create the order. For them, there will be a separate, they can make like separate list, favorites. This is how we can make. This is the path you can follow, and you can mention this, and you can create your own folder also. Okay. So if you don't see any transaction codes over here, name, then go for your extras, go for your settings. Here you can see the, see, display technical names. If I remove this particular technical names, continue, then if you go for any this thing, logistics, again plant maintenance, again you can go for management of technical objects, then go for your environment. Again this, see here you don't find any technical names, transaction codes. In daily basis, like again user will raise such tickets also saying that I cannot see these T codes, all those things. So go for again settings and enable that, display technical names. So continue. So you have this one, so continue over here. Then see, this is called external assignment, we will call naming structure and all. Why? Because we have to give the name. Okay, system doesn't suggest anything, or like once you configure, system doesn't provide anything, right? So this is called external assignment. Okay, then how you can mention this? How you can segregate? Means 8 digits. Randomly, I cannot mention, say, like boiler team or mechanical team, something like that. Say mechanical team. Why? Because you don't come to know like whether this mechanical team belongs to boiler department or turbine department or some other plant or something like that. So it should be like, of course, it is understandable. Now looking at this, we can mention, okay, it is mechanical something, but it doesn't make any sense. So we'll follow certain structure, right? And it should be like how you want to segregate that you have to discuss with the client. See, normally what we will do, we'll segregate like this, 2 or 3. Just for example purpose, I will show you like this way. Some 2 to 4, 6, 8. First two should represent your department. A plant is not necessary. If you go for the plant, again, for everything like below plant level, so not necessary. We'll start with the department. Okay, next it is a example, say if there is any sub-department, you can mention the sub-department. In that, like again, you mention some area, okay, specific for some area. Then here, group name. Like this, we can mention. How do you, whether you want to differentiate, of course, you can differentiate with hyphen and all. Say, for example, like I'll tell some department, I'll tell like boiler department. You want to mention like hyphen, this is also one character. Again, I have to count this. Then sub-department, it means I have to reduce somewhere. Okay, this way also. Just let me try this boiler department. Then again in that, say like some area, in that, say like some economizer, some department. Okay, how much it has become? Say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has become 7, 8 is left. Another 2 is left. So I'll mention is mech, ME. In future, like you want to increase, and another say like mechanical group has come up, another one group has come up. Okay, then that time what you do? So it will difficult. So you provide a provision. So we will remove this hyphen and all. Okay, not required. Then you can go for like this boiler, economizer, and mechanical 01. In future, like any other group comes, then you can mention like this. It is not say you have to follow this only. Like whatever you come up in your mind, like what client requirement, based on the client requirement, you can suggest. It's mutually like agreed, or you can suggest new things and you can agree with them. No, it isn't means again. No, it's a standard only. Again, because see material, if you go for the material codes or some functional, again future will deal with an further functional locations. All are restricted. Custom fields like we can make it again as per our requirement. Again, it is a maximum to 40, the limit. But these things are like designed in such a way that planner group, it is for 3 digits only. Plant, it is only 4 digits. Work center, it is 8. Like that and all it is made. In future, if they may come up, again, it will be an addition. That time we can tell. So earlier, the material code was around 30 or like 15. Now they made it like 30 for department. For functional location is concerned, earlier for ECC, it was 30. Now for S4 HANA, it is like complete, it is 40 with an enhancement. Means new product, it is 40 we can use. Yeah. So we'll go with this. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Provide over here. I'll go for this year 01. Okay, sorry. So here. This we made it as an means example say default value. There is a configuration setting in that like we'll make it as a default value. Why only like 1710? Why can't like we have 1010? That also we can means we can see. Okay, 1 second. See, we can select example say like I want to go for this. I can select. By default it is there. That is a configuration setting. That is up means functional consultant can do it. During configuration setting, I'll show you where it is maintained. Okay, that is coming as that's why it is coming as default. Nothing else. Someone has asked like I guess like work center character length, right? Whether it is increased, like I'll let you know with this means version, product version. Okay, yesterday I could not show you because it was a different server. I'll go with the status. How to check this on which version like you are working on. Okay, go for system status. Go for these details. Okay, there are chances means every time they'll increase the length. Okay, they don't keep it as the same. Still there will be a provision. Still I will check it and I'll get back to you on that. See here. This is an SAP S4 HANA on-premise. It is 2023 version. This is the latest one. In that there is a feature packs. It will be released. Okay. In this, the like you asked, right? One doubt saying that whether it will be increased or decreased, all those provisions and all. Every like feature packs they'll add certain things. Okay, that we have to go for SAP and new releases. It will be there. If we study that what our features has come up, then we will come to know. Say like this feature packs comes every quarter. There will be some bugs will be there. They'll fix those bugs. They'll means all those just like your mobile. Like every time you will have an update, right? In that it will be written saying that like security has been increased or like some gallery that's like something like new features has been added, or like this only it will be there. And now they said it will be done like next release, it will be mostly like after 1 year, okay, after 2 years, maybe it is like that. But cloud, it is every 6 months. That is fixed. And as for HANA, like majorly like SAP is focusing on the cloud, the two public cloud. Okay, this is how you see. Go for the system, go for the status, and see your details on which version like you are working on. So let me go with this. Forgot to explain this category. Okay, here there is a work center category. I said like other modules also will use it. So this work center. So we are creating. Anyone can suggest like which one by default, which category I should use. Plant maintenance. Okay, by looking at this name only, we can suggest like plant maintenance. Whether I can use any other category from the list.
Maybe labor.
Very good. Labor. Okay, these two things like we are going to use. Okay, where we can use like 0005 and where we can use this particular category while creating a work center, I will let you know. As of now, like I'll be considering this. Okay, 0005. So let me go for your enter and you provide it. Here you provide like a description. We can make this field as a mandatory field. Okay, for the description also. Okay, here I'll go for boiler economic team 01, something like that. Okay, enter. See here, there is again one mandatory field. This is not a mandatory field. We can make this mandatory field. We will see during configuration session. Here, see, there is a person responsible. Wherever you see the drop down, okay, we can customize. Means we can configure these things. Wherever you see the drop down, simple. Here, see, these are the person responsibles. Means this person responsible for this work center. Okay, let me go for another one session, or like whether I opened SPRO. Yeah, I opened SPRO. So come back. I'll go for SAP reference IMG. Since like now onwards, I said like plant maintenance we will be using. Go for plant maintenance. See now which one I have to select among these three things. 1, 2, 3 path. Okay, don't get confused since I'm dealing with master data. So don't go with master data. Specifically, these work centers are grouped here. Okay, in this path. Maintenance plans, work centers, task list, and PRTs. So I should go for the work centers. Here again, I'm dealing with work centers. So let me go for work centers. Again, here, again, it's a general data. Okay, in this, I have to select this. Define employee groups responsible for your work centers. These people are, means this group is responsible for handling of this work center group of people. Okay. There are many. Again, I have to deal with like 1710 maintenance plan, PLNT. Okay. Go for your 1710. Okay, under this, any name like we can mention or some, again, I'll use this code. Okay, responsible, I'll say like some mech engineer. Okay, mechanical engineer or manager, whatever you can find. So, okay, define master data. Save this. Let me go back to our work center. Then here, go for person responsible. See, we have created now, just now, 100. So it has come up over here. Sometimes it won't be refreshed. You can go back and come again. Then it will be refreshed. Okay, the data will appear over here. So enter now. What is next one? See, usage. Okay, means who can use this particular work center, who are responsible for the usage of this particular work center. There are many. Okay, in this, again, you have to use by default. Normally we'll using 004, only maintenance task list. We can ask like, why cannot I use like 000 or 0001? It's standard. Normally, you like while SAP only designing, they have dedicated this 001 for this is for routings, means production planning. Okay, this is only inspection plans. This is for QM module. Okay, this is for PM module. Whether I can have something else? Yes, of course, you can like again configure your own. Okay, if client requires, or like you think like I want to mention a usage, okay, a separate usage in for certain client, then you can make it. But don't use these things. These are already standard. So these will be using. You want to configure something new, you can have another names. So as of now, I'll be using 004. Apart from this, I can use any other one. Yes, 009. This is used by everyone. Means all can use this. Okay, you want to confine it to PM module, you have to go for 004. Okay, see here coming. This location means this work center belongs to which location? In a broader like area I'm talking about. This location. See here, many locations we have created. See boiler, coal handling, generator, all those things are there. Turbine. Let me mention the boiler area. Okay. Again, you want to subdivide any other area is there. Example, say economizer is there. Then economizer you can mention. Okay. Say let me go for this. See this QDR system, I said like it will be used by other modules also. QDR system is not used by us. QM module. Supply area also is not related to us. QM module. Okay. There is another one thing called standard value key. Okay. As of now, like I'll use as a standard provided by the SAP, that is SAP 0. This is already configured. I have to use SAP 0. Okay. Why I should use like SAP 0? I will let you know. SAP 0. Here it is. No standard values. Okay. Why no standard values? See, you want to start a mission, start a boiler. How much time it will take? Means here I'll mention it as a startup time. Startup. Whether it will start immediately, anyone has idea about the boiler, they can answer easily. 5-6 hours. Say you'll go for 5-6 hours. Means in that again you talk about some heat up time, okay, some temperature build up time, or like pressure build up time. All those things are added, right? See, for us is maintenance is concerned. You want to do the maintenance. Say you complete your maintenance of some pump. Then your job is finished, right? Means in a production, actual production I'm talking about. Then after like how much time it will take to start that particular pump or boiler, whether you are bothered, maintenance team is bothered about that. No, it's a standard process I'm talking about. I'm not telling about a delay or something. It's a standard process I'm telling. So once the maintenance of pump is done, completed, and it is in healthy, means you will hand over to the production team, correct? In real time. Okay. Once you are handed over to the production team, now they'll start this particular pump or boiler, whatever. Then again, like whether maintenance team is bothered about this process?
No.
No, it's not part of the maintenance. Correct? Yes, exactly. It comes under operations. I'm not talking about any delay or something. I'm telling like healthy condition only you are handed over to the production.
Right.
Now operation team will take care of this particular process. Means how much time it will take for the process or whatever heat up. It's a part of the process. So you are not bothered about these values. Okay, you're bothered about the maintenance. Means now we'll talk about maintenance of the pump. Say like you require certain manpower. Say how many manpower? 2 manpower. Okay, numbers. Work for some 5 hours. Then what will be your man hours? Over here, I'll talk about numbers. Okay, this is in numbers, this is in hours, then this is in your man hours. Okay, what will be this? 10. Okay, you are dealing with this. You are bothered about this. Right? How much manpower? Means how much time they'll work for, and what is your total man hours? Correct. Of course, I'll talk about the cost later part. So we are dealing with this. So we are not dealing with this. So that's why when we are not dealing with operations or something, always it is SAP 0. The standard, no standard values for us. Okay. During creation of maintenance order, okay, during work execution, system should not ask me like what is the startup time, what is the heat up time, all those things. System should ask me only like how much manpower, means how many members are working, how much time they are taking on, what is the total man hours. That's it. Okay, so for this reason we are providing this SAP 0, okay, as a default. So let me complete this scheduling part. That is a standard time you are providing in the task list. Okay, how much time this particular job takes, just to save the time. That is the data you are providing, readily available data. That's it. It's not always constant. Sometimes you take less time, sometimes you take more time. So you have to means you can mention that in a task list. Still, like user can edit that in a work order. All right, it's not a constant value. But system should not ask me a machine startup time, machine heat up time. So we are providing a SAP 0, no standard values. Since like category, I'll mention some category over here. See, by default, it should be this category. Okay, labor or person 002. Okay, over here. So I'll come back to the second screen. Okay, here. Okay, here also capacity category. Okay, capacity category is now assigned to work center. Okay. Since I said it's an cross module, so let me go for production planning. Production. Then you'll go for basic data. Then you go for work center. Then in this, like again, work center general data, we are talking about capacity category. Okay, 1 second. Let me go for the capacity. Yeah, I'll come back to this later on. So as of now, let it be. Let me go for just like I'm entering the same values. Okay, let me complete over here first. Then I'll go back to that particular place. Okay, second tab, like let me finish. See here, default values. There are like certain things we have to enter over here. What is that? It's a control key. Okay, here the control key are. We always deal with three things. Okay, any name. Normally we don't talk about these names. Okay, we can have some 1, 2, 3, 4 or ABCD, anything we can have. So here we'll deal with normally like three types of control key descriptions. Means internal, plant maintenance external, and plant maintenance external services. Okay, what is like internal? Internal is, here I'm talk about the control keys. Okay, here it is internal. Next is external. Next is external services. Okay, internal. What is anywhere like anyone can talk about this internal labor? Any idea about internal labor? You can normally in SAP it is called personal labor. So I'm mentioning this way. External labor or external services. Just for our understanding, employee, and some people will call it as a payroll or whatever. Okay, I'll talk about example. Say we are dealing with RAPL, so I'll mention Reliance for employed by them. Okay, external laborer, nothing but contract. Exactly. Daily they'll come and they'll work same as this particular internal labor, but they are under a different contract. Okay, not directly associated with respect to this. So services part, external services. Like external services means any services. Correct. Example, say there is one compressor. Okay, this particular compressor, there will be an engineer means from compressor side. Okay, like example, say the company is like LG compressor. Okay, from there like it will come on a person, or some like you purchase some Samsung item, like the service engineer from the Samsung, he'll come. Those people are external services. When there is a requirement, that time they'll come. Okay, as you said, like external services, whatever said, right? These services, OEM services, external vendor. Okay, vendor services. So let me go over here. So I have to select one as a default. Later we can change whenever is a requirement. I'll select like one as a default. Let me go for the capacities. Let me select one category. So here I should go for one category. So let me go for this person category. Okay, here. See, I'll come back to this later. Capacity again. Who is responsible for this? Some planner group A is responsible for this particular capacity and utilization. Okay, how much you utilize this particular work center? Okay, say like work center consists of some 5 people. Okay, what will be the utilization? Say like by default, I'll mention it as in some 100% utilization of that. How many individual number of individual capacities here? I'll mention like 5 individual. What there is start time? Say like some 9 a.m. Okay, and again like here end time is some 18. Okay, 6 p.m. How many people this economizer mechanical team consists of? Okay, this group of people of this work center. So here we are mentioning how it will be useful in real time. We will see that. Yeah, here I'm mentioning like length of breaks. What is an unit of measurement? I'll mention like hour. Okay, see here where you see that particular pop-up when you enter this and double click, or else you can double click on this. See, this particular screen will open. Okay, you want to mention any overload, over and above, you want to use this, mention like some overload capacity, means over and above 100%, you can mention this 10% overload. Come back again. See, there is a formulas. Okay, why we require these formulas? Let me go for this. Mention, see here, number of capacity. Here we can calculate anyway 10 man hours, but in system like we have to tell, right, what some formula we have to mention by default. So I'll mention some formula. Here I'll mention SAP 008. Why we require SAP 008? Why can't something else? It's a standard. We can configure our own also. But as an SAP standard, it is like SAP 008. That formula we'll use to calculate the number of capacity. So you go for your search. Wherever you see the search button, okay, that means like you can configure. So go for this. SAP 008. How to configure this? We will see that. So as of now, I have mentioned this SAP 00. Let me go for the scheduling part. Okay, here again, like I'm mentioning, this number of capacity, I said like it is 5 number of people. Now here like capacity, 5 multiplied by this particular 8, operating hours is 8. That it has come as a capacity total. Like exactly per man hours. Like if these people like works for 8 hours, right? Means continuously 8 hours. It is in per day only, 40 hours purpose. We are using this work center over there, right, in orders. For that particular case, this is required. The calculation part is required. See, always we are not mentioning the 5, right? Sometimes like sometimes 2. Here it will be 5 always. In real time, the maintenance order example, say you make it like some 2, some 3, some 4, like that. Okay, that time the calculation will be there, right? For that calculations, that particular field is there. This formula is used for. Okay, it will represent one field. Okay, I'll show it in configuration settings. Okay, for this also it is 002. So let me go for your formula. So here I'll mention on default again, like default formula SAP 004. Okay, what will be your work dimension? Dimension will be again a time. Here many dimensions are there. You're using time as the dimensions. Okay, here unit of measurement is hours. Okay, next like I'll go for the costing tab. This is also important. Okay, here we'll use the cost center. Okay, this is like again related to the FICO team. Okay, FICO will take care of that. But before that, what is like cost center? Anyone have idea about the cost center? See, cost center here it deals with a department. Means one department. You have an account number. Example say, okay, that account number say like you are using as a salary account. Right? Another account, it's a personal account. Okay, another one account. So say some expenditures or some loan account. Like that will segregate. Same way here the cost centers, it is in like in organizational unit or like in departments. It says for finance, marketing, or engineering department. Or say like for the boiler, there is one cost center. There is one cost center for one whole unit, say like ash handling unit or complete one area, like that it is. So it is an organizational unit. Always remember, or unit or department. Say like departments, again you can give an example that is used to allocate this cost of business activity to an existing means budget. Okay, it gives only say like expenditures. Okay, it doesn't generate any revenue. Here it is for expenses. All those like expenses, this cost center is used. So who will create this? This is created by FICO team. We have to select that. Means they will provide us. We have to assign the correct cost center over here. Okay. So for here, like see, like this, some production line crews is there for mountain racing, some doubt, like see, for sales departments or R&D department for quality assurance, like that. In real time, there will be many other like confined to your departments also, it will be there. Okay, huge department. I said about the boiler, turbine, like that. As of now, like let me use this plant maintenance. Okay, we can create also. I will show you how to create just for your knowledge purpose. So it has come. this particular account means account number. Work center in capital projects, it is called a WBS element, not a work center. It's a cost center. That time you are making certain defaults during like work order. I will tell you that. Then what is the purpose of this? This is kind of a like work center, like sender kind of thing. This account means this work center is responsible for, cost center is responsible for this particular work center. Okay, it is kind of a, you can say like it's a like expenditures, where you'll account all the expenditures over here. Okay, same way by this, there is something called profit center. In profit center, what you will do, all your revenues, it will come up. There also expenditures will be there, revenues will be there. Okay, but here only expenditures, this cost center. We have to use the appropriate cost center, whatever the finance team will suggest, that we have to use it for the work center. Yeah, so let me go for here. Then now I have come to the cost part. You have the cost center, nothing but on your account kind of thing here by default. Okay, now I have to deal with the cost also. Like cost, if I want to have a cost, then I should have a cost per man hour, right? Say some cost per man hour is some 250 rupees per hour or euro, whatever. Okay, then what will be your total cost? Total cost will be this multiplied by this total man hours, right? This is how you calculate in a work order, right? Where do you maintain this particular cost? Somewhere you have to maintain this value. And of course, who will maintain? FICO team will maintain. FICO team is responsible to maintain it. But where they maintain it? So they will maintain it in activity type. Activity type. Okay. What is the T code for this activity type? KP26. KP26. This is the T code where they maintain it. In real time, we won't be having any access to it, but we can check now in a practice server. Okay, if they maintain there, then system will calculate this multiplied by this, then in work order, it will give this particular value. Okay. So I'm going for my costing tab. Here, see, there is an activity type. I have to select an activity type here. With respect to plant, see here, there is something called repair. What is this repair? Repair is one kind of activity type. So let me select this. And again, you have to multiply with what? This particular cost. Activity type, I said here the cost is saved. Again, you have to multiply it with hours. Man hours capacity, that is formula is SAP 008. This hours formula is SAP 004. Okay, here also I have to provide SAP 004, 008 for the calculation purpose. So let me go and provide this SAP 008 over here. Okay, before that, in this, like, let me check the price first. So how do you check? I said like KP26 is the T code. So go for KP26. Okay, in real time, you won't be having an access for it. Okay, see, go for your version, means what version like you're working. That is like plan per actual version. It is a 0 version example, say. From period is from January to December period. And fiscal year is for this particular fiscal year, 2024. What is your cost center? Cost center is this, US 10. Just now, like we have seen that. We are not dealing with this. Okay, they can create in some different version. Okay, plan per actual versions. There will be one plan version and then actual cost. You can like in that there will be versions. In that you are defining this one. Okay, this US 10 underscore PM, from where I got it. See, from where I have selected this. Let me go for your work center here. This cost center, whatever they are represented, that cost center, I'm going. Okay, I'm mentioning this. And activity type. What activity type? This is example, say, on repair activity. Repair hours. For repair hours, there will be certain price. So let me go for overview screen. So here, so they have mentioned some 250. Creating this activity type, for that they have considered as in some version. Okay, example, say next time, like I'll go for some 300 rupees. I want to change this for some particular hours. That time they'll go for some version 1, version 2. Okay, in real time we just take it from them, but how we can create it? Okay, let me go for this. The T code is KL01. Okay, from this you can go for the KL01. The KP26 is to reach and change. Now you are to creating a new activity type. Okay, KL01. It's a finance activity. We are not doing it. Okay, but I'll tell. Say now shutdown job. Okay, for the shutdown, you require some again like some different charges, right? Shutdown job. I'll write like shutdown jobs. The charges are different. So I'll go for the shutdown jobs from where to when, like when to when it is validity is there. Okay, I'll go for some validity. Controlling area is most. See here. I'll go for name. What is this? Shutdown jobs. Okay, here also the same name I'll provide or different name you can give the overall description. Yeah, what is your unit of measurement? Unit of measurement is HR. And to what like cost center categories it will be used. Okay, I will mention like some all cost center categories it will be. Okay, some activity type category. Okay, allocation some default values. I'm telling like every time like we will decide like manual entry, manual allocation. Okay, some cost element. Okay, what do you mean by this cost element? Means here it will be passed. Okay, all your nothing but an kind of a GL accounts, goods and ledger accounts. Okay, all those things are nothing but say like some wages, sales expenses, administration costs, material cost, all those things like are under this allocation cost element. Okay, by default, like anything you can search means you can consider that anyway finance team will take care of this. But as of now, I'm selecting this any one of them. Okay, this is nothing but an goods ledger account kind of thing, cost element. So this much would be sufficient for us. So save it. Now we have created one activity type. Okay, so let me come back. Let me go for KP26. As I said, go for this. See, you're worried about this version. Okay, what version? So different versions. So let me go for this versions. Okay, I'll go for from period to period here, and here I'll create it for shutdown job. See here, they have done it for version this controlling area with this version. So I'm selecting this version description. This version, under this version, we are going to create, means for this controlling area. It's related to the finance one. So let me go, sorry. Okay, we'll try with again with one, and let me go with one, and we will see this. Oh, no, version one is not set up for controlling area. See this deal. How to do this? Again, we should have means again knowledge of FICO. Create version one in controlling area, this, and proceed. Correct it. Understood. Okay. Here we are taking only the cost from here for which version they have created, and we will use this activity type in our work center. So we should be only like worried about this activity type. How we are maintaining, it's an extra knowledge, just I'm showing you for you guys. So let me go for overview screen for version 0. See here I can maintain a price. Since it is a shutdown one, okay, example say like they'll charge more for the shutdown jobs. So I'll mention 500. So posted. So again, another one activity type has been created. Let me go for my work center and like see when I search for activity type over here. Okay, earlier it was only one. Okay, now it has come to. If I select this, it is a 250. Okay, rupees or euros. Okay, here it is shutdown job. It is 500. Like that. Okay, same manpower. Like we'll think like again, someone will ask a question saying that same manpower may work for shutdown. That time they charge more, right? That what we can do. Whether we want to create another one work center and select that activity type. Means my question is, can we have a multiple activity types for a work center? Because there are 5 people. One person will charge some 250 rupees. Another person will charge some 500 rupees. Whether we can have that? So answer will be yes. Where we can have here, multiple. So again, I'm going for activity type. Okay, in this, like what is your activity type? Here we'll keep it like another one activity type also I'm assigning to the work center. Activity type like unit. See, now work center has been created in plant this. Let me go for again change mode. Change is nothing but IR02 T code for this. See, this is the work center. So these are the screens. Basic data. You want to change anything, wherever like editable is there, that all those fields and all you can change. See, this technology and groups are related to the PP modules. We are not bothered about these things. Now, when we talked about 5 members, right? Okay, can we have means those 5 people like mentioned here? Okay, answer is yes, yes, we can maintain. Who are those people? Actually, these 5 people or 6 or 7, where we maintain it. Okay, see here in this, 1 second, where this maintained, go back, whether it is assigned. Okay, let me go for first HR assignment and let me check this, whether it is there or not. So let me go for, okay. See, normally what happens, there is an integration between your HR module, means PM module and HR module. Okay. For that, like what we can do means we can mention a manpower, means there will be a list of manpower, means means configured. Then we have to select. Normally, it should come over here in this HR assignments. Okay, but it is not maintained. I will check that. Okay, and let me know. Okay, as of now, like only one are there. Whether we can maintain some by HR team, we can maintain certain more things, and I will confirm you guys. Means where this will be used. Okay, in real time. Okay, means here like in work order, when example say some person is working on it, some particular person among these 5. So the same means example say all 5 members we have added in the group. In that particular, he can select who is that particular person who has done this operation. Example say 5 operations done by 5 different people. Then they can each operation, this is a particular person can select it. That is nothing but a PM integration, means PM and HR integration part. Normally in a GUI in normal versions, it will be available over here. Okay, but let's check this. I don't think so. HRMS is there or not. Okay. So next, like I will update you on this particular part where we can assign in detail. Yeah. Now, how we are doing examples, a cost center is not created by them. Then if you go for the search button here also, it is won't be available, right? The same way, HR has to create all those manpower details, okay, in HR team. Then we can assign over here. Then there is a data flow from them. When work order you do confirmation for nothing but a kind of attendance, it will go to them. In work center means individual person, it is like again I said, right? If you assign it, then only it will happen. Okay,
So
if you don't assign it, in general, like this particular work center has been done, and you are maintaining separate cross application timesheet. That is an again separate application. There you can maintain who has done what job, all those things. Okay, there is an again you can assign to individual person, and again like you can prioritize that after completion of this job, like next job we can assign like that. Okay, date and
yeah,
time also we can assign to individual
yeah,
person. That is there in resource scheduling app. Okay, it's a
yeah,
licensed app. It doesn't come with the standard SAP. You have to purchase separately. Okay, resource scheduling. This is
yeah.
like again like new one from SAP side. Okay, very advanced one version from their side. So they have kept like separate license for this. In this all activities, you can, as you said, right, advanced level of planning you can do when they have to do, and based on your holidays and all, you can plan the activities accordingly, and based on the criticality of the missions. Okay, all those things you can do it. Go for, see, in this like a welder, there are like some people are like say person 1, person 2, person 3. In this level also you can do it. This level you want to assign, you can assign based on the availability. This is a person level. Yeah, this is at group level. Okay, you can do your planning at person level. This is not a
Okay.
module. This is again I'm telling, it's an app application. Okay, Fury tile, resource scheduling. Yeah, same way like I want to create like another one, then just go for, see again, let me go for your create. Okay, I'll go for another one, say like 2. Again, what plant you want to copy it from? Say like 1710. Okay, see here, go for your work center, so you can copy that work center with respect to this particular category. So this is my work center. See, single selection like in SAP, it is Control Y. Okay, for that particular field. Okay, select, and Control C is for normally copy. You can use the Control Y. individual one. I guess like I missed something. Yeah, it will copy from this. Then go for the next screens. See what all screens you require. It will ask like basic data, tax, classifications, all those things, capacities. Okay, leave it like costing. Why? Because if you select costing, it will go for technology directly. Since like we are not bothered about technology, right? It is related to the PP screens. So here you can make all those things. Here it didn't get copied. So let me give my cost center. Let me give my activities. Okay, this is only for repair. So I can provide. If any other activity types are there, you can mention that. Okay, so go for any basic data. Example, say I want to change this since it got copied from ME01. So I want to change here. So I can change here. Okay, edit. I don't want this person responsible. Any other person responsible, you can change it. This is default. I don't want to touch this. This is also default. This value, let it be this internal manpower. It's fine. These things are also default. So it's fine. Scheduling. Okay, everything like it's default. So just save it. So another work center got created. You want to see the list of work centers, how many are created. Okay, go for like CR05. Okay, here you'll find the list of means work centers. If you don't know this work centers, then you are planned, then you want to with respect to your person responsible, so you can segregate. Let me go for my own thing, 100. So go for execute. So this is the list of work centers. Again, you can go for this for the detail view. It will be in the display mode. In display mode, normally you don't change anything. Okay. Let me soon like let me jump to configuration settings. Okay. Yeah. So let it be this screen. Let it be here. Again, I'll open another one. Okay. Let me go for SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Then go for your plant maintenance and customer service. Let me go for your work centers. Go for your this work center. Okay. And there's like again general data. See here. First, we'll deal with. And you have seen this employee responsible. Okay, where we can use which tab, like you can use this particular field. Let me go for field selection. Okay, I said like certain fields are mandatory, certain fields are, we can make it hide, all those things. Let me go for basic data here. See, these fields are there. See, some location is there, some person responsible is an input field over here. Okay, example, say QDR system. QDR system, normally we don't use it. We can make it as hide, we can hide it. Okay, if we hide, we don't see that particular QDR system. Okay, let me go for your display work center. Okay, over here. Okay, QDR system is there here in this QDR system. I don't want to see that particular QDR system. Then I can hide that. Go for this. Go for QDR system and make it like hide. Say here. I said like normally we'll go for this, right? Maintenance plans, work center, task list. In that, like again, work centers, general and field selection. In this, we have done this particular job already. Define employee groups responsible. In that, like I have gone to define field selection. In this, what are the tabs or the screen groups? In that, like I have gone to basic data. Okay, in this, like anything you can select. Let me go for like QDR system. Okay, let me hide this. Okay, let me hide and we'll test it. Okay, again, like I'm saving under this since it's in backend settings, customizing settings. So it will ask for the prompt. So let me go for display. Okay, where we were. Yeah, here. Okay, let me go for this. Yeah, here you don't see that QDR system, that field. Someone like asking like example, say you want to add some more field over here. Okay, we have to ask again ABAPer like for any feasibility. Okay, whether we can add it or not. Normally in a master data, it is very less. Normally in equipment and functional locations, there is a client requirement saying that additional field is required over here for some data. In that, like you can ask for some how many character length you require, what kind of data type it should be, whether it should be a character, whether it should be numeric. Okay, all those things. Normally in work center, we don't, mean client requirement doesn't come for, but equipment, function locations and all, means practically like we'll add. Sometimes they require some additionally, they want to represent that equipment as some hierarchy level, they want to show it. Some sort field they have to mention, their own sort field. Like that, we can add it. The help of a buffer. A buffer will write a code. Okay, over here it will be there. Yes, and then let me go for, say, now again we were, yeah, let me go for this field and go for your basic data. Now here, what happens like, see, without entering the location also, I can come out, right? Means this input field. So let me go for my work center. Okay, here only. Go, no. Go for IR 02. Change mode I'm going. Okay, enter over here. See, I'll remove. Okay, anyway, like I have not entered anything. See, location I have not entered for this ME01. So let me save this. Okay, means I can able to save it. So now I'll make it as a required field. Required means a mandatory field. Without entering that, the means user cannot, or like any consultant cannot come out. So save it. Again, like I'm going for this. Let me go for change mode of this work center. Let me go for this. Now it is a mandatory field. Whether I'm without entering LLCOM, like it will pop. Make an entry in a mandatory field location. I have to enter this. Okay, now it will allow me to save it that way. Okay, this is use of like mandatory fields. This way you can achieve. Again, I'm going for this. This location again I have highlighted. Okay, with some. So display is what you mean by the display. Example, say you don't make someone users will enter something, means by mistake they are entering some wrong values or something. You want to avoid that. Okay, see people are like entering over here, means a shift reporter type. Example, say. Okay, so come out. Go for your change mode. See, in change mode, you don't require this, but you want this field to be visible. Okay, but it should be in a display mode. Now it is an editable mode. I want to make it like shift reporter type or something else. Means here, see, someone should not change this. I want to make the usage field as a display field. It is entered, value has been entered. Okay, now it should be a display field. So you can go with an usage, make it as a display field. Means this you have to do it once all values are entered. Okay, not before that. Again, where we were here. Even though like I'm in a change mode, see here it is a display. Means it is an means grayed out. I cannot edit this. Got it? Yeah, it was like any other things are there. Input field, you know, we can enter the values. Required, it is a mandatory. Display, it will be get grayed out. Hide means it will hide that field. Highlighted means, okay, highlighted, whether we checked it. Yeah, here it is highlighted. With Abapar, like we can change the color of it. Whether you require in example, say now it is highlighted in a bold one location. Whether we can require in a blue color or something like that, we can have it. Much highlighted is like see earlier it was in bold normal. See this person responsible work center. Now it is like location is highlighted. So let me go back and remove this highlighted. Okay, okay, I remove this. Let me make usage as highlighted. Okay, so save it. Okay, see now it is highlighted. This we can have. See, like another one thing also you monitored now. Just now I have gone to this particular one, but what I didn't go for the next screen. Okay, because like there are certain mandatory fields here also. Okay, only that particular screen only, like I finished and I came out. That also it is possible on this. Okay, once you go, I say example, say now again I'm going. Once you go for this particular screen, see now it is example, say category is like important, means mandatory one. Okay, without entering you cannot come out. So I want to come out now of this screen. So without entering these two things, I cannot come out. But before earlier we could save it because we didn't enter into this screen. Okay, that also you have to take care. All these things like affects in a when you're uploading the data. Okay, you think like, okay, I'll upload this particular data and I'll come out. No, system will throw an error in means large scale you're uploading, right? Later stage, that's what I'm telling now. Okay, in that case, don't think like in that particular screen, you ensure that whatever fields are there that you have means maintained it in your list. Then you're going for that screen and you're entering that data manually or through system. Okay, that is important. Okay, then yes, what else is there? Yeah, and let me go. I didn't show you this, right? Set parameters. Okay, I'll keep this screen same. Set parameters. Again, like I have opened another one screen. Here work production one. Okay, this is see this is path. It is from your plant maintenance path in that set parameters. Okay, and again come over here. Again, like in another one screen, same SAP SPRO. I have gone to the production. Okay, in production again basic data. In that like work center. In that I have gone to capacity planning. In that you go for work center formulas. In that like you go for define formulas for your work centers. Okay, what were the two formulas we used? SAP 008, select this SAP 008, then go for your details. It is already created. How to create it, I will show you that. We used a standard one. Okay, see how your screen looks like this. Okay, SAP 008, this is the name like you have given, and of course the description given by us, and the formula you have set this. Okay, you just remember this. We'll discuss this after a few minutes. SAP underscore 07. For SAP 008, the formula is SAP underscore 07. Now, what is the configuration settings you made? Generate it. Okay, for the indicator to generate this particular one. Okay, allowed for the calculation, and work center for capacity requirements. Where we use this formula? In the capacity. See, if you go for this particular thing, see in capacities we have used it. Correct. Means of course this we have created just now. So I didn't maintain this. Okay, normally we maintain over here. SAP 008. Okay, same thing like here it is mentioned. SAP work center for plus capacity planning. Whether there is a tick mark for your scheduling. Scheduling means time calculation. No, right? So it is for capacity requirement. So come back. What is your again another one formula? SAP 004. So I'll go for this SAP 004. Go for this details. Go for see another one formula. It is SAP underscore 1010. Okay, this also you remember. We will discuss. See now it is indicator. See here. Generate allowed for calculation. It is not tick mark like for capacity requirements. Why? Because this is not for the capacity. This is for scheduling. So allowed for scheduling. Once you've tick mark again backend program, all the time calculations and all it will take care. Why I'm showing this? Okay, see keep this same from where you got how to create it. Example say I don't like this name. Only purpose is or client tells like I don't want this name, something else you keep it or create your own new one. So let me go for new entries. Whatever name he tells like we'll mention that and description and mention certain formula. Okay, this is also you mention it. And for which one you require, whether you require for capacity or scheduling, the same thing. You allowed for calculation and this one. Now you understood like how to create this of your own. Normally client doesn't tell, like we will use it the same standard one only. If it tells like you know how to do it. Okay, now I am coming back to our plant maintenance, this particular path. Okay, same. Plant maintenance in that like again work centers, in that like again where we have gone work centers and general data. Here we have gone to set parameters. Two formulas we have seen now. For SAP 008, what was the formula or parameter mentioned there? SAP underscore 7 for 8. Correct. For 8, it was 7. Okay. For another one thing, it was a 10. Right. Select this. Go for this. Yeah. See, in SAP is nothing but values like you want to see somewhere or calculations. Everything is not table and fields. Okay. Someone was asking like how it will be helpful. See this field name. It represents this particular field name for the calculation purpose. Here it will be there. ARBEI, it represents this one. When you are writing a custom logic, we have to provide a field name. See, that time we are providing this ARBEI field. Okay, this parameter. Another one is what? SAP underscore 10 for your SAP 004. So duration here. Select this, go for your details part. Here you can see DAUNO. Field name is DAUN. Slowly we'll concentrate more on like tables and fields. Okay, later. This is the DAUNO field. This time. Got it? Yeah. Now coming back to or standard value key. Remember what is the standard value key for your work center? SAP is 0. See, that is no standard values. See, if I go for this and I'll go for details, see, any parameters are mentioned here or any formulas? Nothing. So we are using this as a standard, means no standard values. So if I go for some other values, okay, say like production team will use this. Okay, let me go for SAP 1, then go for your details. See here it will come some setup, mission, labor. How just now we maintained a calculations, right? SAP 008 or 004, like that, they have done their own formulas, calculations are there in backend. So we are not bothered about all these things. Just for example, it is see setup time, mission time, labor time, all those things. For us, it is a capacity and the time. We have maintained that. That's why always we have to select SAP 0 as no standard values. Okay. Again, like I'm showing just now, like you want to create your own, go for this and mention anyone and description. Anyway, we are not using any parameter, so maintain it a blank. This is how you can create a new one. Okay. So come back. Yeah. Any other thing? Yeah. Create like any default work center you want to maintain. Okay. So create on default work center. See, this is a query you understood. So 1710, why it is coming as a default. So this way, you can mention it. Example, you can maintain like this. Means you don't want to maintain. Means some field it is made as a mandatory. You want to maintain some other one. Okay, let me go for 1010. Okay, let me go for your 1010. Okay, default here. In this keys and all, let it be. I don't touch anything. So one work center. Let me go for. So I'll go for IR01 1010. So earlier it was the case 1710. Yeah, by default, like you want to see another one categories. Normally, yeah, here you'll come back. See, we didn't see the categories, right? So let me go for one category, production, like work center in this general data. So define categories. What was our category? It was like 0005, and we can use labor also. Okay, these two categories. What all applications? See, we made it like normally it will be used for all applications like that, or maintenance task list. Okay, or like it is this category is used for routings for production like that, or like star means anyone can use this particular category. You want to restrict, you can restrict it. Applications. So normally we don't create it. It's still like user asks like some creations, you can do it. Okay, go for some means here application you're creating or work center you want to create, you can create that. Let me go back. Work center, go for a new creation. So create your own category. Don't create like 0001 and all, we should not use. It's a default one. We can use some other categories of our own, some 1, 2, 3, 4, or some client name or like whatever. That category you can mention. And it is used for plant maintenance. And in that like application, for which application you want to use, you can mention that. So come back. Again, you go for hotels. Some here also you can go for standard value keys, parameters and all. I will show you that. Then go for your capacity category. What is your capacity category? It is 002. Okay, go for this. You want to create your own means another one category. Normally like 00. Example say 9. Okay, this category also we can create as our labor. Okay, capacity. And in this like type you want to go for capacity, like available capacity equals like available capacity of shift in time unit, like that you want to mention. Okay, save it. It's in backend again, like I'm saving it. This. Okay, or else like you use the default one. Here only you want to change any name. You don't want this means it let it be the 002, but you want as in labor some name, other name. Okay, or employee. Okay, or manpower. We can change it as per the client. Yes. Yeah. Only these things. Let me go for. So just I'll touch up. See here, we have seen the overview, right? Last time, like you're talking about some locations. See, I will mention this is one broader one location. In that there are many equipments, or in that means on part I'm mentioning the examples. A boiler consists of some 10 floors. So in the floor 1, or like, and that is also boiler floor one location, boiler floor two one location, boiler like examples of meters you want to mention, some 10 meter, 5 meter, like that. We can mention like n number of locations based on the requirement. We can do it. Okay. But what ways we can structure any plant? I mean, you know, right? Hierarchy levels. One of the example like I showed over here. This plant is there. There is an electrical separate and there is a mechanical. In that electrical, there is substation 1, substation 2, and there is a pump plant and filter station. Okay. I'll give an example of this. So go for, okay, here. I'll consider this. First, actually, function location comes into the picture. Later, like equipment comes. Okay. So here, someone said like first spatial, that is correct. Again, some said like process related, correct. So another one like functional one. So if it is a functional one, example, say we'll consider like some function, pumping station, compressor unit or drive unit. Okay, diesel generator like station, like that. That way, how it functional criteria based on that. Process related, you mention certain process where that polymerization takes place, where condensing takes place, where like steel melting happens, where like hot metal comes out, or like all those processes will be there, right? Pasteurization process, or in pharmaceutical, like in oil and gas, like where oil extracted, that unit. Like that you want to do, that is called like process related criteria. Okay, another one is functional based. Okay, pump station. Someone said like spatial criteria. You go for building 1, building 2, building 3, or a hall, location, different names we can have. 3 ways you can structure your plant. Okay, functional locations are majorly used for structuring your plant. We okay, without this one, it is very difficult to structure it. Can we structure your plant using like equipment? It becomes very difficult, right? You cannot structure it without these functional locations. So functional locations are used like for structuring purpose. Okay. And what is the use of means how you do it? See, it is an organizational unit which like object can be installed also under that. So normally we'll tell object is installed under any under any functional locations, and that can be installed at functional locations are called pieces of equipment, which are installed. We will call it as pieces of equipment. Okay, under that. Okay, the detailed way. Yeah, this you can mention it. Okay, the business object functional location is an organizational unit within the logistics. Okay, that mainly like structures your plant. Okay, maintenance objects means process related or by like spatial criteria or functional wise. You're going to structure by looking at the functional location structure. Easily you can have an overview of the manufacturing plant. Okay, but not through naming structure. Naming we can have our own, but normally you'll have a overall structure. What different levels that particular manufacturing plant is having it. Okay, hierarchy levels, all those things. Okay, represents the place at which a maintenance task is to be performed. Again, it represents one place where certain task is taking place. Okay, and we can install objects under that. Okay, that objects is nothing but pieces of equipment. Okay, here it is mentioned, pieces of equipment. Yeah. See, now normally we'll use, see here, there is an example for it. Consider only clarification plant. Under that, there is a mechanical, biological. Under this mechanical, again, there is some stand trap, oil, fat trap, pumping station, filtering station, all those things. Okay, here, how we can name? Again, like for functional location, naming is external assignment. Means we have to give the name. Okay, external provider. What is the character length? It is 40 characters. Okay, for work center, someone asked, I will get back to you whether we can enhance it or not. Okay, that length. Okay, tomorrow I'll confirm you guys. Length to confirm. Okay, say like here, I will mention some place, north side yard, something like this. Okay, under north side yard, there are like reclaimers. Okay, there are like pumps, there are like motors. Okay, this is a place for me, north side yard. In that north side ad, this is one location. Under that, like there are like so many missions. Okay, for this, like I'll mention one functional location also. All reclaimer comes under one functional location. Motors and pumps comes under one functional location. These are installed. This, if you talk about individual object, individual technical object. Then these are installed under a functional location and can be independent also, that we will discuss. Again, can means these are normally installed under one functional location. Okay, both are technical objects. Okay, this and this equipment. This is also a technical object. Then what is the difference between the equipment and functional location? Both are technical. This is also technical object. This is also technical object. Then what is the difference? Major difference is this is used for like your structuring purpose. Okay, where you can achieve the hierarchy structure. Through equipment, it is very difficult to achieve. Okay, here on this, you can perform a refurbishment order. Okay, in future it will come. Anyone heard about the refurbishment? Repair. Okay, the repair means refurbishment. There is something called different process, refurbished process, that you cannot perform on functional location. This, it is immovable. You cannot move it. This is on location. Okay, now plant is there. Okay, in that like boiler is there. Whether you can move the boiler from one location to another location, functional location especially, no, you cannot move it. Okay, now there is an object, means individual object. Equipment means I said like individual technical object. Now it is a motor. You can move it. It can be installed under one functional location, and again we can dismantle. Okay, install, bar dismantle. Okay, we can send it to the stores, warehouse. All those things I can do for this. So this is not movable. This is like movable. Okay, we can have again we can perform the refurbishment on this. Okay, we can send outside. External refurbishment means example say certain equipments cannot be repaired under in plant. So we send it out at the vendor place. So that time we will send it. But functional location you cannot perform. And again, calibration process we cannot perform on functional location. You know about like calibration, right? That process also we cannot perform. And the structuring of it. So you want to structure anything, this one. It is very difficult to structure any plant through equipments. Okay, it is difficult. Nothing but you cannot do it. So it's large process. So this functional location is used. So another one thing is, yeah, characters. Character is like 40. This one, and external assignment, and how we can have this naming a thing. Okay, I will show you that. See these things. This is our like suggesting, means recommended how it should be. First hierarchy level we can have it. We'll call it as a normal asset. Okay, under this like area, we can have some sub area and function, sub function, and item level. All these things. And here see 2 hyphen and again 3, like 3 letters. Anything we can have our wish. It is like based on the requirement. And again hyphen is an like differentiator between the hierarchy levels. It will tell this hyphen. It will tell this hierarchy level means this particular first hierarchy level ends over here and second hierarchy level starts here. Okay, and again hierarchy means this hyphen differentiate next hierarchy level. So let me go for this X. Means what is this X? Normally we can have data types of 3 types, like A alphabets, N numeric, X is alphanumeric. Okay, S is special characters. Okay. Now I can have example, say some A, some plant. Always my plant name will be alphabets. In future I cannot change it. So that's why with the client we should discuss first and what this data type should be. Okay, this is called edit mask in SAP. We have to design it with the client. Okay, I'll mention like some 3 characters or 4, my first level, asset level, or some 2. I don't want like many, I want like 3 or 2, it's fine. Then I'll put the hyphen. Why? Because this level ends. This is asset level example. Okay, next I'll go for some area level. Okay, there I want to have some number. Okay, some 4-digit number. Only numeric I can have. I cannot have over here alphabets. See, next I'll have another hierarchy level. I'll go for some X, some like this. Okay, some 4 here. Again, hyphen also I have to count. Okay, next tag I'll go for another one, 4. Okay, some special characters. I want like only these many levels. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. How many characters it has become? First is like 2. Hyphen I will count later. That is also one character I have to find. Another one 4. Again 4. Again 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right? 12, 14. 14, 15, 16, 17 is over. How many levels? Total is character length is 17, right? Means within the limit 40. I can use maximum 40 also. But how many hierarchy levels? 1, 2, 3, and 4 levels. Means here I have maintained like some 4 levels. Okay, you like normally client will ask till what levels we can go. Then what will be the answer? See here I have used some 17. Using this 17, I have reached like some how much? Some 17 out of 4 levels I have maintained. Like that, you want to go for 8 levels. Okay. See something like this. Okay, considering this alphanumeric 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again 7, again some 8. How many characters it has become? See, simple. See how you differentiate your hierarchy levels with an hyphen. So least is how much you can maintain. 1. Again, I can go with, right? Like this. Like this, I can go. 40 means hyphen you remove 20, another 20 is for characters. Means 20 levels I can go. Maximum is 20 level. Advisable, as you said, like 7, 8, or 9. It will be good. The maximum level you can achieve in this is 20 always. But whether you understand anything by this one character, example, say my name is like this. So this is the mask you prepared. Like in real time, like your functional location name will be, it looks like this. Whether like anyone understands this. So no one will go for this one. At least like 1, 2 characters it should represent. See here. If I go for some character, where it is here. See P1 hyphen E1 hyphen 01. You will understand. Okay, P1 means like this particular plant means P1 plant. Under this there is an electrical. Under this there is a substation 1. Means P1 electrical department. Under this like there is a substation 2. At least like it is 2 characters is fine. But always means everywhere like you have 1 only. So it is not advisable. But maximum is as per the logic like we can go for 20 levels. So 2 things like we have known. One is edit mask. This is the mask. Okay, how we have to naming thing and all it will come under this. How we have to name, how many letters should be there. Okay, under what hierarchy level, how many hierarchy levels, where my hierarchy levels will end after 2 or after 3, at what level, like that. Okay, this edit mask and hierarchy level. This both thing, all this settings is called structure indicator in SAP. We have to define a structure indicator. Again, it is on backend SPRO. Then we can label my functional location. Work center was different. Okay, and directly like you mention some name and go for that. Okay, somewhere we mentioned over here. Okay, somewhere we mentioned. Okay, I'm not getting it. Okay, fine. Okay, that one directly we mentioned and we are gone. But here it is not the case. First, you have to maintain a structure indicator. The structure indicator consists of edit mask and hierarchy levels. Okay, how my hierarchy levels will be like this. This is my first hierarchy where my last letter ends. After that, there is a hyphen. Again, there is no dot. Okay, here the second hierarchy ends over here. There is my third hierarchy, and again this is the fourth hierarchy, like this. In your case, it is this. Say you said some 8 characters, right? So here 1 hierarchy like this, 2 hierarchy, 3 hierarchies, go on. So this we are maintaining it in a backend. Now in alphabets, AA means what? I can have only alphabets. Example, say mine is PA, plant is, or Reliance, right? RI. After that hyphen. What will be numeric? I should have only numeric. My pump number is, example, say 0001. Or some area number, area name is 0001. After that, there is one sub area. Example, say boiler. Means I can have anything. Boiler 1 means alphanumeric. X means here alphanumeric. Okay. Next, like you go for special characters. Go for pump. PM slash or equals to 1, like that. We can have that this way for your special characters. Like this, once I'll prepare my edit mask in a backend, in front end, like while creating a functional locations, we can have with a different name. Next, like I'll go with other one. So select this, go with instead of boiler 1, under this 001, there is a turbine. So this. Here you maintained how many? 2 to 4. Maximum is 4. Whether I can have minimum? Yes, of course. I can not more than the 4, but limit is this. In that I'll use 3. Yes, I can use it.